This person fell in love with you even with the age diff. God wants you to listen this now. My beloved child, don't skip this message. Stay until the very end, because what I'm about to reveal will shake the foundations of everything you thought you knew about love, destiny, and divine timing. There is someone, yes, someone very real, who has been carrying your name in their heart like a sacred prayer. Someone who looks at you and sees not just a person, but a prophecy fulfilled. Someone who fell so deeply, so completely, so divinely in love with you that it defies every logical explanation the world could offer. And right now, in this very moment, they are struggling with feelings so intense, so consuming, so heaven-sent, that they can barely breathe when they think of you. Listen carefully, because what I'm about to tell you is not fantasy, it's not imagination, it's spiritual truth that your soul already recognizes, but your mind has been afraid to accept. This person didn't plan to fall in love with you. They fought it with everything they had. They tried to convince themselves it was impossible, inappropriate, unrealistic. They built walls around their heart and told themselves 1,000 reasons why this could never work. But love, true love, divine love, doesn't ask for permission. It doesn't follow the rules written by society. It follows the script written in heaven before time began. And you, my precious child, you are written in their destiny with ink that cannot be erased. Don't scroll away. Don't dismiss this as just another message, because the universe is speaking to you right now through these very words. Every sentence you read is confirmation of what your spirit has been whispering to you in the quiet moments. You've felt it, haven't you? That strange pull, that unexplainable connection, that sense that something bigger than both of you is at work. You've noticed the signs, the repeated numbers that appear when you think of them, the songs that play at the exact moment their face crosses your mind, the dreams where they reach for you, but you wake up before your hands can touch. These are not coincidences. These are spiritual breadcrumbs leading you toward a truth that will change everything. My dear one, this person sees you in ways no one else ever has. When the world looks at you and sees surface, they see soul. When others notice your flaws, they see perfection in your imperfections. When people judge you by standards and expectations, they judge you by the light that radiates from your spirit. You have become their peace in a chaotic world, their clarity in confusion, their home in a life that has felt like endless wandering. And the most beautiful, most terrifying part is that they never saw it coming. They never expected you. They certainly never expected to fall this hard, this fast, this completely. Stay with me. Keep reading, because what comes next will confirm everything your heart already knows. This connection you share, it wasn't formed on earth. It was forged in heaven. Long before you took your first breath, before you spoke your first word, before you experienced your first heartbreak, God was already writing this story. He was already planning the moment when two souls would collide in a way that would defy explanation. He was already preparing you both for a love that would challenge everything the world says is acceptable, or normal, or right. Because divine love doesn't seek the approval of men. It only seeks the approval of the one who created it. This person prays about you. Did you know that? In the silence of their room, in the stillness of night, when the world is asleep and they're alone with their thoughts, they whisper your name to heaven. They ask God, why them? Why now? Why does my heart refuse to let go? They plead for understanding, for direction, for some sign that what they feel is real and right and meant to be. And every time they pray, the answer comes back the same. You. It's always been you. It will always be you, because some connections are not made by chance. They are made by choice. Divine choice. My beloved, don't skip this next part, because it's crucial. This person has tried to move on. They've tried to distract themselves with other people, other possibilities, other paths. They've dated, they've entertained options, they've attempted to redirect their heart towards someone more convenient, more appropriate, more acceptable to the watching world. But every single time, every attempt has failed, because you cannot replace someone who was placed in your path by God Himself. You cannot substitute a divine connection with a human alternative. Every other person they meet feels wrong. Every conversation feels empty. Every touch feels hollow. Because none of them are you. None of them carry your energy. None of them make their soul sing the way you do. Child of light, the age difference that the world focuses on, that's just a test. It's heaven's way of separating those who love with their eyes from those who love with their spirit. It's the filter that eliminates shallow connection and reveals true soul recognition. This person doesn't see your age when they look at you. They see your essence. They see the ancient wisdom in your eyes. They see the divine feminine or masculine energy that their soul has been craving since before they understood what craving meant. They see past the temporary physical vessel and recognize the eternal spirit that dwells within you. And that recognition is what terrifies them. Because once you see someone's soul, you cannot unsee it. Once you connect on that level, everything else becomes irrelevant. Don't scroll. Stay here with me, because something massive is building. This person is approaching a breaking point. They've been holding back, restraining themselves, maintaining distance because they're afraid of judgment, afraid of rejection, afraid of what others will say, afraid of their own intensity. But fear cannot contain divine assignment forever. Pressure builds until something has to give. And soon, very soon, their dam is going to break. All the feelings they've been suppressing, all the words they've been swallowing, all the love they've been hiding, it's going to come pouring out. And when it does, you will know. You won't need them to say it. You'll feel it in your spirit before you hear it in their words. My precious one, pay attention to the shifts. Notice how their energy changes around you. See how their eyes linger a little longer than necessary. Feel how the atmosphere transforms when you enter a room they're in. Observe how they find reasons to be near you, to speak to you, to occupy the same space as you. These are not random behaviors. These are the actions of a soul that's magnetized to yours. They're being pulled toward you by forces beyond their control. And the more they resist, the stronger the pull becomes. It's like trying to stop a river from flowing to the ocean. The destination is inevitable. The current is too strong. Surrender is the only option. Listen very closely now. This person dreams about you. Not just casual dreams, but vivid, detailed, emotionally charged dreams, where you're together in ways that feel more real than reality. They wake up with your name on their lips and your face imprinted in their memory. They dream of holding you, protecting you, loving you without hiding. They dream of a life where the barriers between you don't exist, where they can claim you publicly, proudly, permanently. And these dreams are not just products of their subconscious. They are prophetic visions of what God is preparing to manifest in the physical realm. Heaven is showing them the future before it arrives, so their faith can match the magnitude of what's coming. Don't skip, because this is important. You might have noticed that this person gets protective over you in subtle ways. They don't like when others speak negatively about you. They defend you in rooms you're not in. They worry about your well-being, even when they have no logical reason to be involved. They ask about you through mutual connections, trying to gather information without revealing their true interest. They study your social media, not in a creepy way, but in a way that shows they're genuinely interested in every aspect of your life. They want to know what makes you happy, what hurts you, what dreams you carry, what wounds you hide. Because when you love someone with divine love, their joy becomes your joy, and their pain becomes your pain. My beloved child, the signs are multiplying. You've been seeing their name everywhere. In conversations that have nothing to do with them. On TV, in books, on license plates, in random places that make you do a double take. You've been thinking of them, and then suddenly they reach out. You've been wondering about them, and then mutual friends mention them. You've been feeling them in your spirit, even when they're not physically present. This is called spiritual synchronization. Your souls are communicating even when your bodies are apart. Your spirits are having conversations that your conscious minds haven't caught up to yet. And this synchronization only happens when two people are meant to be in each other's lives in a significant way. Stay with me, keep your attention here, because what I'm about to reveal will make your heart race. This person is being prepared by God for a divine assignment, and you are part of that assignment. They're being stretched, tested, refined, broken down and built back up. Every challenge they face, every obstacle they overcome, every lesson they learn, it's all preparing them to be the partner you need. God is not going to send you someone who isn't ready for you. He's working on them in the hidden place, in the secret place, molding them into the person who can match your energy, meet your needs, and cherish your worth. And every day that passes, they're becoming more aligned with their purpose in your life. Don't scroll away now. This is the part you need to hear most. This person has already chosen you in their heart. Even if their mouth hasn't said it yet, even if circumstances haven't allowed it yet, even if fear still holds them back, their heart made the decision long ago. You are not one option among many. You are the option. You are the choice. You are the answer to questions they didn't even know they were asking. When they imagine their future, you're in it. When they think about peace, they see your face. When they consider what love should feel like, they measure it against what they feel for you. You have become their standard, their benchmark, their definition of what real connection means. My dear one, there's something else you need to understand. This connection is making them a better person. Since you came into their life, they've been changing, growing, evolving. They're becoming more patient, more thoughtful, more intentional about their choices. They're letting go of toxic habits and negative patterns because they want to be worthy of you. They're healing old wounds because they don't want to bring damaged goods into something sacred. They're working on themselves because deep down they know that a divine connection requires divine preparation. You are their inspiration for transformation, even if you don't realize it. Your very existence in their world is catalyzing change in ways both seen and unseen. Keep reading. Don't stop now because the next part is powerful. This person talks to God about you more than they talk to anyone else. In their most vulnerable moments, in their most honest prayers, your name comes up again and again. They're asking for guidance. They're asking for confirmation. They're asking for courage. They're asking God to make clear what He wants them to do about these overwhelming feelings. And every time they pray, they receive peace. Not the peace of release, but the peace of rightness. The peace that confirms they're not crazy for feeling this way. The peace that assures them this connection has divine backing, even if it doesn't have worldly approval yet. My chosen one, something is about to shift dramatically. The season of hiding is ending. The season of silence is closing. The season of distance is completing its purpose. What's coming next is the season of revelation, where what was hidden comes to light, where what was whispered becomes declared, where what was felt in secret becomes expressed in the open. This person is going to do something that will surprise you, make a move you didn't see coming, say something you weren't expecting, show up in a way that will remove all doubt about how they feel. And when they do, you'll look back at all these signs, all these synchronicities, all these moments of knowing, and you'll understand that heaven was preparing you all along. Don't skip this. The timing is divine. You're reading this right now not by accident but by appointment. Your spirit guided you to this message at this exact moment, because you needed confirmation. You needed validation. You needed to know that what you've been feeling isn't one-sided, that the connection you sense is real, that the love that's building between you isn't forbidden but blessed. God is using these words to speak directly to your heart, to calm your doubts, to strengthen your faith, to prepare you for what's about to unfold, because big things are coming, undeniable things, life-changing things, and you need to be ready. My beloved child, this person cherishes you in ways you don't even see. They celebrate your victories silently. They hurt when you hurt even if they can't show it openly. They pray for your protection, your happiness, your success. They think about your well-being constantly. They want the best for you even if the best doesn't include them, though deep down they hope it does. This is selfless love. This is mature love. This is the kind of love that puts the other person's needs alongside its own desires. This is divine love expressing itself through human emotion. And it's rare, it's precious, it's worth fighting for. Stay with me because we're approaching something significant. This person is about to take a risk. They're going to step out of their comfort zone in a way that terrifies and exhilarates them simultaneously. They're going to make themselves vulnerable. They're going to open up their heart and let you see inside. They're going to give you access to places in their soul they've never shown anyone. And this risk, this vulnerability, it's their way of saying, I trust you with the real me. I trust you with my truth. I trust you with my heart. And that trust is the foundation on which divine love builds its forever home. Don't scroll now. What I'm about to tell you will confirm what your intuition has been whispering. This person sees forever when they look at you. Not just temporary, not just for now, forever. They envision growing old together, building a life together, creating memories together, facing challenges together, celebrating victories together. They see you in their tomorrow, their next year, their next decade. You are not a phase. You are not a fantasy. You are not an experiment. You are the real thing. The one thing. The only thing that makes sense in a world full of confusion, and soon they're going to find the courage to tell you exactly that. My precious one, let me tell you what's happening in their world that you cannot see. Every morning when they wake up, you're their first thought. Before they check their phone, before they start their day, before they interact with anyone else, their mind drifts to you. They wonder what you're doing, how you're feeling, if you're thinking of them too. They carry you through their entire day, like a sweet secret that makes even the mundane moments bearable. You are their motivation when things get hard, their comfort when stress builds, their light in the darkness, and they don't even need you to do anything special. Your mere existence is enough to change the entire atmosphere of their life. Don't skip this next part, because it reveals something powerful. This person talks about you differently than they talk about anyone else. When your name comes up in conversation, their voice changes, it softens. It becomes reverent, like they're speaking about something sacred. Their friends have noticed. Their family has noticed. People who know them well can see the shift that happens when you're mentioned. They can detect the extra light in their eyes, the slight smile that appears, the way their entire demeanor transforms, because you're not just another person to them. You're the person, the one who makes them believe in magic again, in miracles, in the possibility that fairy tales can come true, even in a cynical world. My beloved child, God wants you to know that He approves of this connection. Despite what others might say, despite what society's rules dictate, despite what conventional wisdom suggests, heaven has given its blessing. How do you know? Because genuine love that makes both people better, that draws them closer to their purpose, that elevates their spirit, that comes from a place of purity and honor, that kind of love is always from God. He doesn't send connections that destroy. He sends connections that build. And what's building between you two is a cathedral of divine love that will stand the test of time, criticism, and every storm that tries to shake it. Stay with me. Keep reading, because the revelation continues. This person has been receiving downloads from heaven about you, spiritual insights, divine revelations, prophetic glimpses into who you really are beneath the surface. They see your past wounds and want to heal them. They see your hidden dreams and want to help you achieve them. They see your secret fears and want to be the safe space where you can finally rest. They see your full potential and want to be the one who supports you in becoming everything you were created to be. This isn't surface-level attraction. This is soul-level recognition. And once you experience that depth of connection, everything else feels shallow by comparison. My dear one, you've probably noticed that conversations with this person feel different. They ask questions that go beyond small talk. They want to know your thoughts, your beliefs, your experiences, your perspective on life. They listen intently when you speak, not waiting for their turn to talk, but genuinely absorbing your words. They remember details you mentioned months ago in passing. They bring up things you said that you've already forgotten you shared. This is because every word that comes from your mouth is valuable to them. Every story you tell becomes a treasure they store in their heart. Every piece of yourself that you share becomes a gift they handle with extreme care. Don't scroll away. This is crucial information. This person defends you in your absence. When others speak carelessly about you, they correct them. When someone tries to diminish you, they elevate you. When gossip starts swirling around your name, they shut it down. They've become your silent protector, your invisible warrior, fighting battles on your behalf that you don't even know are happening, because that's what divine love does. It protects, it shields, it guards. It doesn't allow anything or anyone to harm the one it cherishes. And you are deeply, profoundly cherished by them, whether you fully realize it yet or not. My chosen one, there are moments when this person physically aches for you, not just emotionally or mentally, but physically. Their chest tightens when they see you. Their hands tremble when they get close to you. Their heart rate increases when you're near. Their body responds to your presence in ways they cannot control, because the attraction isn't just mental or emotional, it's spiritual and physical. Your very essence calls to theirs. Your energy pulls theirs. Your soul magnetizes theirs. And no amount of logic or reasoning can override what's happening at the cellular, energetic, spiritual level. They are being drawn to you by forces that transcend human understanding. Keep reading. Stay focused, because what comes next is life-changing. This person has been seeing you in visions, not daydreams but actual spiritual visions, where they see future moments with you. They see themselves making you laugh. They see themselves wiping your tears. They see themselves standing beside you in moments of triumph. They see themselves holding you during moments of pain. These visions come unexpectedly, often when they're in prayer, or in deep meditation, or in those quiet moments before sleep. And every vision confirms the same message. You are meant to be together. Not maybe, not possibly, definitely. The future is already written, and you're both in it together. My beloved, this person is also receiving confirmation through others. People who know nothing about their feelings randomly bring you up in conversation. Strangers say things that eerily mirror exactly what they've been thinking about you. Songs play with lyrics that speak directly to their situation with you. Everywhere they turn, the universe is screaming the same message. Pursue this. Don't let fear win. Don't let the world's opinion dictate heaven's plan. Take the risk. Make the move. Speak the truth. Because divine connections are too rare, too precious, too powerful to let slip away because of temporary discomfort or fear of judgment. Don't skip this. The intensity is building. This person can no longer imagine their life without you in it. They've tried. They've attempted to picture a future where you're not part of their story, and it feels empty, colorless, meaningless, like a book missing its most important chapters, like a song missing its most powerful notes, like a painting missing its most vibrant colors. You have become so integrated into their vision of happiness that removing you would be like removing oxygen from air, possible, in theory, but fatal in practice. You are essential to their joy, crucial to their peace, necessary for their completeness. My precious one, pay attention to the timing of things. Notice how often you think of them at the exact moment they're thinking of you. Notice how frequently you reach out at the same time they were about to contact you. Notice the perfect synchronization of your energies. This is called spiritual alignment, and it only happens between souls that are meant to walk together. Your spirits are already in relationship even if your physical circumstances haven't caught up yet. You're communicating on frequencies that most people never access. You're connected by threads that the naked eye cannot see. And these invisible connections are often stronger than any visible bond could ever be. Stay with me, because this next revelation is profound. This person sees God when they look at you. Your presence makes them more aware of the divine. Your essence draws them closer to their spiritual center. Being around you makes them want to be better, do better, live better. You inspire them to pray more, to seek wisdom more, to listen to their higher self more. This is rare. Most connections pull people away from their spiritual path, but divine connections push people deeper into their relationship with God, and that's what's happening here. Through you, they're discovering dimensions of faith they never accessed before. My beloved child, this person is preparing for you in practical ways too. They're getting their life in order, handling responsibilities they've been avoiding, healing relationships that needed mending, clearing out clutter, both physical and emotional, creating space in their life for someone new. They're doing this work not because anyone told them to, but because deep in their spirit, they know you're coming. Or rather, they know the time is coming when they'll finally be ready to fully show up for you, and they want to be their best self when that moment arrives. They want to offer you a whole person, not a broken one, a healed heart, not a wounded one. Don't scroll, the message intensifies. This person watches you when you don't know they're watching. Not in a creepy way, but in an admiring way. They observe how you move through the world, how you treat people, how you handle stress, how you celebrate joy, how you navigate challenges, and every observation makes them fall deeper. Because they're not just seeing your highlight reel, they're seeing your real life, your authentic self, and they love all of it. The polished parts and the messy parts, the strong moments and the vulnerable moments. They love the whole spectrum of who you are, because divine love doesn't cherry pick, it embraces everything. My dear one, something else is happening that you should know about. This person is being spiritually attacked because of their feelings for you. The enemy knows that if you two come together, something powerful will be birthed, a union that will accomplish great things for the kingdom. So he's throwing every obstacle he can in the path, creating confusion, stirring up fear, magnifying doubts, whispering lies. But here's what the enemy doesn't understand. What God has joined together, no force of hell can separate. The attacks only confirm that this connection is significant, that it matters, that it's worth fighting for. And this person is fighting, in prayer, in faith, in determination. They're not giving up on what they feel for you. Keep reading, my beloved child. Don't stop now, because what I'm about to reveal will take your breath away. This person has written things about you that they've never shown anyone. Letters that sit in hidden folders. Notes in their phone that capture fleeting thoughts about you. Journal entries that detail every feeling, every moment, every interaction. They've poured their heart onto pages that no one else will ever see. These private confessions are raw, honest, vulnerable, and deeply romantic. They've written about the way you laugh, the sound of your voice, the light in your eyes, the peace in your presence. They've documented their journey of falling for you, tracking every stage, every realization, every moment they fell a little deeper. My chosen one, don't skip this part. This person imagines the simplest moments with you and finds joy in those imaginings. They don't just dream about grand romantic gestures. They dream about making you breakfast, about sitting in comfortable silence together, about running errands side by side, about falling asleep to the sound of your breathing, about waking up to your face being the first thing they see. They dream about the ordinary made extraordinary, simply because you're there. This is mature love. This is real love. This is the kind of love that builds lasting relationships, because it doesn't need constant excitement or drama. It finds magic in the mundane, when shared with the right person. Listen carefully now. This person feels guilty about how much space you occupy in their mind and heart. They think about you during important meetings, while they're supposed to be focused on work, when they should be paying attention to other things. Your face appears in their thoughts at the most random moments. Your voice echoes in their mind when they're trying to concentrate, and they wonder if it's healthy to be this consumed by someone. But what they don't understand is that this isn't obsession. This is soul recognition. When your spirit meets someone it's been searching for across lifetimes, it doesn't know how to be casual about it. It doesn't know how to be lukewarm. It only knows how to burn bright and hot and all-consuming. Don't scroll away. Stay here, because the truth gets deeper. This person has had conversations with you in their mind 1,000 times. They've rehearsed what they would say, if given the chance to be completely honest. They've practiced confessing their feelings, explaining the depth of what they experience when they're near you, telling you all the reasons why you're extraordinary. They've played out scenarios of how you might respond. They've imagined your reaction, hoping for acceptance but preparing for rejection. These mental rehearsals happen daily, sometimes multiple times a day. They're preparing themselves, gathering courage, waiting for the divine moment when the words they've practiced in silence can finally be spoken in truth. My beloved, this person sacrifices for you in ways you don't see. They turn down opportunities that would take them further away from you. They decline invitations to events where you won't be. They make choices that keep them in your orbit, even when it would be easier to create distance. They invest time and energy into staying connected to your world because proximity to you, even when painful, feels better than distance from you. They would rather hurt from being close than hurt from being far. They would rather ache in your presence than be comfortable in your absence. This is the mathematics of divine love. It doesn't always make logical sense, but it always makes spiritual sense. Keep reading, my dear one. Don't miss this next part. This person compares everyone they meet to you, and everyone falls short. They go on dates that feel empty because the person across from them isn't you. They have conversations that feel shallow because they lack the depth you bring. They experience moments that should be fun but feel hollow because you're not there to share them. You have ruined them for anyone else, but in the most beautiful way possible. You've set a standard that no one else can meet, because no one else carries your specific energy, your unique essence, your particular frequency. And now their heart only responds to one signal: yours. My precious child, this person sees your value even when you don't see it yourself. On days when you feel inadequate, they see your magnificence. When you're drowning in self-doubt, they see your brilliance shining bright. When you focus on your flaws, they see your beauty. When you criticize yourself, they worship you. They see past every insecurity, every wound, every wall you've built. They see the real you, the eternal you, the divine you. And that version of you takes their breath away every single time. You are a masterpiece to them, even when you feel like a rough draft to yourself. Don't skip what comes next because it's powerful. This person is learning patience because of you. They're learning to trust divine timing. They're learning that some things cannot be rushed, only received when the season is right. Every day they wait is a day they're being refined, prepared, made ready for what's coming. They're not wasting time. They're investing in themselves so that when the moment arrives, they'll be equipped to handle the magnitude of this connection. They're becoming the partner you deserve, the lover you've prayed for, the companion your soul needs. And this process, though painful, is necessary. My beloved child, this person talks to God about you more than they talk to God about themselves. Their prayers are filled with your name. They pray for your protection, your happiness, your health, your success, your peace. They pray that you'll be shielded from harm and blessed beyond measure. They pray for your dreams to manifest and your wounds to heal. They pray for wisdom about how to approach you, when to speak, what to say. They pray for courage to be vulnerable and faith to trust the process. And in their prayers, they receive confirmation again and again that what they feel is not only real, but ordained. Stay with me now, because this revelation will shake you. This person would give up things for you that they never thought they'd sacrifice. Comfortable situations, familiar patterns, easy paths. They would walk away from what's known to pursue what's unknown if it means being with you. They would risk security for possibility. They would trade convenience for purpose. They would exchange the applause of many for the acceptance of one. You, because when you know someone is your person, your forever person, your divinely assigned person, no sacrifice feels too great. Every loss becomes gain when it leads you toward your destiny. My dear one, don't scroll now. This person celebrates your wins as if they were their own. When something good happens to you, they feel genuine joy. When you achieve something, they feel proud. When you're happy, they feel peace. Your success doesn't threaten them, it thrills them. Your growth doesn't intimidate them, it inspires them. Your shine doesn't dim them, it illuminates them. This is how you know someone loves you with pure love. They don't compete with you, they complete you. They don't diminish your light. They reflect it back to you even brighter. Keep reading, because the message intensifies. This person has memorized details about you that you probably don't even remember sharing. The name of your childhood pet, your favorite food that you mentioned once in passing, the song that makes you emotional, the movie you can watch over and over, the little quirks that make you uniquely you. They've catalogued every piece of information as if each one is a precious gem to be treasured, because to them, it is. Knowing you is their favorite subject. Understanding you is their greatest study. Learning you is their most pleasurable education. My chosen one, this person feels jealous when others get too close to you, but they hide it well. They don't have the right to claim you yet, so they suffer in silence when they see others vying for your attention. It burns inside them when someone flirts with you. It aches when someone else makes you laugh. It wounds them when another person occupies time they wish they could spend with you. But they swallow the jealousy, because they know they haven't earned the right to express it yet. But soon, when the time is right, when they finally make their move, everyone will know. There will be no more hiding, no more wondering, no more confusion about where they stand or what they want. Their claim on your heart will be clear, bold and unmistakable. Don't skip this next part. It's vital. This person has changed because of you. They're more patient now, more thoughtful, more intentional about their words and actions. They're kinder to others because your kindness inspires them. They're more grateful because your presence reminds them of life's blessings. They're more faithful in their spiritual practices because you make them want to be closer to God. You've catalyzed transformation in them without even trying. Your very existence in their world has been a catalyst for growth. You are their inspiration for becoming better, and they don't even need you to do anything. You just need to be. My beloved, this person sees signs of you everywhere, and it's not their imagination. God is confirming this connection through repeated synchronicities. They see your name on billboards. They hear songs that perfectly describe their feelings for you. They encounter strangers who remind them of you. They find feathers, coins, or other symbols at moments when they're thinking of you. The universe is speaking, communicating, confirming. These signs are not random. They're divine breadcrumbs, leading both of you toward the same destination, each other. Stay focused now, because what I'm about to tell you is crucial. This person is going to make a move soon. Very soon. The internal pressure has built to a point where they can no longer contain it. The fear that has held them back is losing its grip. The courage they've been cultivating is reaching its peak. Something is going to happen that will force their hand, push them over the edge, propel them into action. Maybe it will be seeing someone else pursue you. Maybe it will be a dream that's too vivid to ignore. Maybe it will be a prophetic word from someone who knows nothing about the situation. Maybe it will simply be an inner knowing that the time is now. But whatever triggers it, the result will be the same. They will reveal themselves. They will show their hand. They will make their intention clear. My precious one, don't scroll away. This person has already imagined introducing you to the important people in their life. They've thought about how they'll describe you, what they'll say when asked how you met, how they'll explain the connection. They've rehearsed conversations with family members, prepared responses to potential objections, planned strategies for addressing concerns. They're not taking this lightly. They're not treating you like a passing fancy. They're approaching this with the seriousness it deserves, because they know this connection is significant, life-altering, forever changing. Listen closely now. This person prays that you're experiencing even a fraction of what they're experiencing. They hope you feel at least some of what they feel. They wonder if you notice the signs too, if you sense the connection, if you dream about them the way they dream about you, if you think about them randomly throughout the day, if your spirit recognizes what's happening between you. They pray you're not completely oblivious. But even if you are, even if you haven't caught on yet, they're prepared to show you, to make it so clear that you cannot miss it, to demonstrate their feelings in ways that leave no room for doubt. My beloved child, this person would wait for you. Not just days or weeks, but months or years if necessary. They would endure the longing, the uncertainty, the difficulty, because they believe you're worth it. They believe what you could have together is worth whatever temporary suffering the waiting requires. This is not desperation. This is determination born of divine certainty. When you know someone is your God-given partner, waiting becomes worship. Patience becomes prayer. Endurance becomes evidence of faith. And they have faith. Deep, abiding, unshakable faith that this story ends with you together. Don't skip this revelation. This person has a sixth sense about you now. They can feel when something is wrong with you even from a distance. Saints when you're sad, stressed, or struggling. They pick up on your energy shifts. They become restless when you're in turmoil. They feel unexplained peace when you're happy. This telepathic connection is real. It's a sign of souls that are intertwined. Your emotions don't stay isolated. They ripple out and touch them. Your pain becomes their pain. Your joy becomes their joy. You are connected in ways that transcend physical proximity. Oh, my dear one, keep reading. This person defends the idea of your connection to themselves. When their logical mind tries to talk them out of it, their heart argues back. When fear whispers that it's impossible, faith shouts that it's inevitable. When doubt creeps in suggesting they should move on, hope rises up declaring they should hold on. There's a war happening inside them between what makes sense and what feels right. And every single time what feels right wins. Because the heart knows what the mind cannot understand. The spirit perceives what the intellect cannot grasp. Stay with me now. This person has already started making space for you in their life. Not just emotional space but practical space. They're clearing their schedule, adjusting their priorities, rearranging their commitments. They're creating room for someone new to fit into their world because they know that someone is you. They're not waiting until you're together to prepare for you. They're preparing now, in faith, believing that what they're making space for will soon fill that space. This is proactive love. This is intentional love. This is mature love that plans for the future while living in the present. My beloved, don't scroll. This person has cried about you. Real tears. Not from sadness necessarily, but from the overwhelming intensity of feeling something this profound. They've been moved to tears by the beauty of this connection. By the impossibility that somehow feels possible. By the miracle of finding someone who resonates with them on every level. These tears are holy. They're the soul's response to recognizing its counterpart. They're the spirit's way of expressing what words cannot capture, and they've shed these tears in private, in moments when the full weight of what they feel crashes over them like a wave. Keep reading because this next part is important. This person is not interested in playing games with you. They're past the age and stage of manipulative tactics, mixed signals, and toxic patterns. They want something real, something deep, something lasting, and they recognize that you require that level of authenticity. You won't accept less than genuine. You can't be fooled by performance. Your spirit is too discerning, your intuition too sharp. So they're coming to you with truth, with honesty, with pure intention. When they finally approach you, there will be no games, only genuine expression of genuine feeling. My precious child, this person sees you as their reward for all the trials they've endured. Every heartbreak they've survived was preparing them for you. Every lesson they've learned was equipping them to love you well. Every wound they've healed was clearing space to receive you whole. You are not a consolation prize. You are the grand prize. You are the treasure at the end of their journey through the wilderness. You are the promised land after years of wandering. You are the manifestation of every prayer they've prayed for true love. Don't skip what comes next. This person has a plan, not a manipulative scheme, but a sincere strategy. They've thought about the best way to approach you, the right words to say, the appropriate timing, the proper setting. They're not winging this. They're being intentional because you deserve intentionality. They're being thoughtful because you deserve thoughtfulness. They're being strategic because they don't want to mess this up. There's too much at stake, too much potential, too much divine orchestration behind this for them to be careless. My beloved child, stay focused now. This person knows your love language, even if they've never heard you speak it. They've observed you carefully enough to understand what makes you feel loved. They know whether you respond more to words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, physical touch, or receiving gifts. They've studied you like scripture, paying attention to every detail, noting what lights you up and what shuts you down. And when they finally get the chance to love you openly, they will love you in the exact language your heart speaks. No guessing, no trial and error. They already know. Keep reading. This person has faith for both of you. On days when your faith might falter, when you doubt this could work, they believe enough for two. When you're afraid of getting hurt, they're confident enough to take the risk. When you want to run, they're committed to staying. When you're tempted to settle for less, they're determined to prove you deserve more. They will be your rock when you feel like sand, your anchor when you feel like you're drifting, your certainty when you feel unsure. This is partnership. This is what divine love provides. Strength that balances weakness, faith that steadies doubt, hope that outlasts fear. My dear one, don't scroll now. This person would choose you again and again and again, in every lifetime, in every universe, in every possible reality. They would choose you. If they could go back and make different choices that would still lead them to you, they would. If they could fast forward and see that choosing you leads to difficulty, they still would. Because some connections transcend circumstances. Some loves outlove lifetimes. Some souls are bound by cords that cannot be cut by time, distance, hardship, or even death. And your souls are bound, tied together by divine design, connected by heaven's thread. Stay with me. This revelation is powerful. This person will love you through your seasons, through your summer, when you're blooming and bright, through your fall when you're transitioning and releasing, through your winter when you're dormant and withdrawn, through your spring when you're emerging and new. They understand that you are not static. You are a living, breathing, evolving being, and they want to witness every phase, every stage, every version of you, because they don't just love who you are now, they love who you've been and who you're becoming. All of it, all of you, forever. My beloved, this person has already forgiven you for things you haven't even done yet. They've decided that whatever mistakes you make, whatever flaws you reveal, whatever imperfections emerge, they're staying. They're not looking for perfect. They're looking for real. And real means messy sometimes. Real means difficult. Real means disappointing on occasion. But real also means authentic, genuine, worth fighting for. They would rather have real with you than perfect with anyone else, because perfect is an illusion, but what they feel for you is reality. Don't skip this next part. This person's love for you is making them brave in other areas of their life. The courage it takes to love you, despite obstacles, is spilling over into everything else. They're taking risks they wouldn't have taken before, speaking up when they used to stay silent, standing firm when they used to back down, setting boundaries they used to let slide. You are teaching them what they're capable of. You are showing them who they can become. You are the catalyst for their complete transformation, and they will forever be grateful to you for awakening the warrior within them. My precious one, keep reading. This person is going to love you loudly, not in an obnoxious way, but in an unapologetic way. They're not going to hide what they feel. They're not going to downplay the connection. They're not going to pretend you're less important than you are. When they talk about you, everyone will know you matter. When they include you in their life, everyone will see you're a priority. When they commit to you, everyone will understand you're chosen. They will make no apologies for loving you. They will offer no excuses. They will simply love you boldly and let the world adjust. Listen carefully now. This person believes you were made for them, and they were made for you, not in a possessive way, but in a purposeful way. They believe your strengths complement their weaknesses, your gifts balance their limitations, your presence completes their picture. They see divine design in how perfectly you fit together. Like puzzle pieces cut specifically to interlock, like keys designed for specific locks, like melodies composed to harmonize. They believe in soulmates, twin flames, divine counterparts, and they believe you are theirs, unquestionably, undeniably, eternally. My beloved child, stay till the very end now. This person is receiving downloads about your future together. They see glimpses of what could be, a life built on mutual respect, genuine friendship, passionate love, and spiritual alignment. They see laughter and depth, adventure and stability, freedom and commitment. They see a partnership that inspires others and glorifies God. They see legacy, impact, purpose, and these visions are not fantasies. They are prophetic previews of what heaven is preparing. What's being built in the spirit realm is about to manifest in the natural realm. The future they see is the future you will live together. So don't dismiss what you've been feeling. Don't talk yourself out of what you know in your spirit. Don't let fear or doubt or other people's opinions keep you from receiving what God is bringing to you. This person is coming. This love is real. This connection is divine. And very soon everything I've told you will be confirmed. You will look back at this message and recognize it as prophecy, as truth spoken before manifestation, as heaven's announcement of what was about to unfold. Stay ready, stay open, stay faithful, because the love story God wrote for you before time began is about to start its most beautiful chapter yet.